What's happening, guys? Sam Adams here, and welcome back to another video. And today we are going to be talking about the fact that PlayStation Network name ID changes are going to be coming very soon. So for those that don't know, the PlayStation Network ID is essentially your user handle on the PlayStation Network. It is what you use whenever you do sign up for a PlayStation Network account. And of course, for many players, including myself, we were very, very young whenever we did sign up for a PlayStation Network ID. In fact, mine is AwesomeGamer875. I'm not proud of this, but here we are. Now you might be saying, Sam, can't you just change your user ID like you can on Xbox or Steam? No, good sir or madam, you cannot, because quite frankly, the way that they built the PlayStation Network is a little bit different as compared to their competitors. Essentially, when it comes to Xbox or when it comes to Steam, you are your own entity and then your name is given. Think of it like a name tag. And so essentially you can change a name tag, but you are still the same person through and through. But with the PlayStation Network, it's a little bit different because instead of you being the individual, you are your username. You are whatever you sign up for as your PlayStation Network ID. So that means that all online activity, all trophies, any kind of PlayStation Network transactions, those are all tied to that specific handle instead of your own entity, which has presented a bit of a problem when it comes to changing IDs. So now, after having had this issue for over 10 years, PlayStation has finally found a way to kind of forego having to continue using the same terrible usernames, and we are now going to be able to change them starting in early 2019 for the majority of users, but you might be able to get in on the action a little bit early. There is going to be a preview program that begins in November of 2018 for those that have been previous beta testers for previous versions of the PlayStation firmware, which, if you signed up for that, then kudos to you, you get a bit of a new feature early. But the overall feature does begin to roll out to all users in the early part of 2019, so essentially sometime between November and the end of January, you're probably going to be able to change your terrible PSN ID. The first one's going to be free, it's on them because they have made us wait for over 10 years, but I will say the subsequent changes, if you do choose to go that route, are going to cost you a bit of money. In fact, if you do not have PlayStation Plus, one single name change is going to cost you $9.99 USD, but for those that have PlayStation Plus, you can get a brand spanking new username for $4.99. Which overall is what I would normally pay if I was on the Xbox Live Store. Now there is a bit of a catch, if you will. According to the PlayStation blog post, this feature is compatible with PlayStation 4 games originally published after April 1st of 2018, and a large majority of the most played PS4 games that were released before this date. However, please note not all games and applications for PS4, PS3, and PlayStation Vita systems are guaranteed to support the online ID change, and users may occasionally encounter issues or errors in certain games. Now they go on to say that if you do have an issue, you can go back to your previous username and that will fix all of the issues that you were having in your older games. So let's say, for instance, you really enjoy playing, I don't know, Killzone 2 if those servers are even still online on the PlayStation 3, that might not be a compatible game, and so therefore you aren't going to be able to use your brand new ID on that specific game, and therefore it's not going to work. Now some games are going to work, and whenever the feature fully rolls out in the early part of 2019, you will be getting a full list of games that have added compatibility for username changes. But until then, I suppose it's going to be a game of, I guess, username roulette to see which games actually work whenever you change your terrible PSN ID. So that wraps up what we know so far about the PlayStation Network ID changes that are going to be coming very soon to the PlayStation Network. But let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Will you be changing your username, or are you going to be continuing your legacy as XX_NoobSlayer_XX? Let me know in the comment section down below. And also, if you happen to be new to the channel, I do upload new stuff throughout the week, so there is always something new right here when you stop by to watch some videos, and I host a gaming news podcast every single weeknight at 7 p.m. Eastern Time right here on youtube.com/SamuelAdamsMedia. But as for right now, I appreciate you guys watching this video. I will talk to you soon. Peace.